Hello, gentlemen traders and investors. Thank you for paying attention to us. Dear viewer, please give the royal like. Your like is greatly needed to spread the channel. Guru.Markets. Now we will look at the main fundamental indicators of the corporation Serve Robotics Inc, ticker SERV. This review is based on data as of August 15, 2024. By classification, Guru.Markets company Serve Robotics Inc belongs to the subcategory Delivery. 57 organizations participate in the assessment, which is very representative. We start with summary data about the company. Let's study each parameter in more detail a little further. If you're interested, you can pause the video. We suggest studying all the indicators of the company under study more carefully. Access to the table with the classification of tickers is absolutely free. Well, friends, we are finally starting. Market capitalization of the company Serve Robotics Inc is $0.42 billion. And the capitalization of the subcategory is $2,507 billion. Serve Robotics Inc accounts for a share of 0.017%. It is one of the very small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is estimated at $0.03 billion. The subcategory's balance sheet capitalization is $478 billion. Serve Robotics Inc constitutes a share of 0.005%. Having made a comparison of the shares of market and balance capitalization, we will see the following. Share Serve Robotics Inc in the subcategory in case of market capitalization assessment is 0.017%. Balance sheet capitalization is 0.005%. This is 71% less than the market capitalization share. Assessment of the company's share of market and book value in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Overall company assessment Serve Robotics Inc will be presented at the end of the review. Please look at the logic of the analysis to the end. The organization's debt obligations amount to $0.003 billion. Debt to book value is 10% of equity. Result on the company's financial obligations, good, 1 point. The balance of the company's stock market value to its profit corresponds to 0, with an average for the subcategory of 33.9, which is much worse than for the subcategory. Assessment of the market price to earnings ratio in comparison with companies in the subcategory. Very bad, -2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was -$33 million. Projected earnings for the coming 12 months are unknown. And this is extremely bad for the company. Assessment of expected future profit indicators in comparison with companies in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. The company's price to revenue balance is 275.7. The subcategory average is 2.3 and is 11,887% higher than the subcategory average. Assessment of the indicators of stock exchange value to its revenue in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Revenue for the last 12 months was $0 million. Future revenue for the next 12 months is unknown, which is extremely negative for the company. An assessment of projected future sales performance compared to subcategory performance. Bad, -1 point. The sales margin is -2,156.4%, with an average in the subcategory of 6.7%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 2,163.1%. Assessment of sales margins in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. The company's share by number of employees in the subcategory is 0.003%, which is 467% less than the share of market capitalization. And this reflects the imbalance in the market value of the organization Serve Robotics Inc., probably towards revaluation. The amount of capital per company employee is $6,252,000. Whereas for the subcategory, it is $942,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 563.7%. Estimation of the amount of capital per employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The amount of profit per individual employee of the company is minus $488,100. The average for the subcategory is $27,800. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 1,657%. Estimation of profit per individual employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. The sales volume per employee of the organization is $22,000. In the subcategory, there are $413,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 1,777%. Estimation of the share of revenue per company employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. The volume of sales transactions corresponds to 18.4%, with an average for the subcategory of 5.5%. This is a short squeeze indicator. Technical indicator RSI 14 shows a level of 52% for the company Serve Robotics Inc., whereas in the subcategory this level is approximately 45%. Potentially, securities of the subcategory are valued lower than those of Serve Robotics Inc. Comparing the dynamics of the company's share price Serve Robotics Inc. and subcategory companies. We see that over 12 months, the company's shares Serve Robotics Inc. showed 0% dynamics against price dynamics in the subcategory minus 7.2%. This does not clearly indicate anything, but it is necessary to take note of this fact. Before announcing the total score, we kindly ask: leave your rating of the company Serve Robotics Inc. in the comments to the video. The result is minus 6.5 out of 10 points. The average result for the subcategory is 0.1 points. If you look broadly, within the entire stock market in aggregate, we see that the average rating for the market as a whole is 0.3 points, against a score of minus 6.5 points for Serve Robotics Inc. Let's look at the order table, which is available. The link is in the pinned comment. The order table contains all previously made decisions by the help System.GURU.Markets. Access to the order table is free, link in pinned comment. As a result of securities valuation Serve Robotics Inc. Guru.Markets open a deal due to the fact that Serve Robotics Inc., the most overvalued company in the subcategory. We need to remind you that August 7, 2024, an order has been published, ticker BIGC. Information and Reference Assessment System.GURU.Markets, a decision is made on this order. Close the deal. The result is a profit of 6.5%. Thank you very much to the audience for watching this video and for using the information and reference system Guru.Markets. You are all the coolest audience in the whole world.